Now, and here we are, officially live.
Yeah, baby. Prime time,
again
baby,
from
time.
Tulsa.
Yeah. Central Time in Tulsa.
Yes, it is 6:48 p.m. Central Time, Tulsa. The Boston Renegades have won yet another coin toss and will be the home team.
I wonder who did that.
Jamie Dickerson is taking credit for it.
Hey.
I will be taking him to the Encore Casino with me when we get back to Boston.
3 in a row.
Let's go to the Hard Rock tonight.
Yeah, let's go. Dude, it's a hotel.
Welcome, Guy.
Yeah.
We miss you, Guy.
It's not a cafe.
I appreciated the text on the side. Most of the team now knows that your daughter thinks you're crazy from jumping around.
Is Big G on there?
And Guy, we are, oh, thank you, Gina. We are starting momentarily. You can see the defense is walking out to the field.
Hey, Zook, how's it going, man?
We won the coin toss and are the home team. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Hunter. Hello, everyone that's joined. Dan Denning saying hot tub. Where is hot tub? He's sitting down at the other end of the bench.
You see Alyssa going there?
I haven't yet.
I'm over here. You need something?
I need another bar. Same as the other day, Rob?
Defense to one side!
Are you going to be Jerry the King Long?
No.
Thank you,
You
Jess.
need me to sit next to you, Larry, for some comfort. Some comfort.
San
and
Antonio is starting the same lineup that they did the other day, yesterday morning, when we lost to them. What was the final score, Q? Do you remember?
karma.
25-14.
25-15, something like that.
It was not pretty. I think we all want to forget what that was. What that score was.
That's right. Yeah, it was. We did get 12 runs in that game.
Last year they beat us 11-8 in a game that I think we all felt we should have won. The other day we didn't give ourselves a chance.
As I mentioned earlier, they just got walked off against by the Indy Thunder, who came into the series as the 1 seed. So they're no joke. They've definitely gotten better.
Now, if San Antonio wins today, they'd have to beat Indianapolis twice tomorrow.
As would we.
As would we. And one might think that San Antonio might want to rest some players in preparation for tomorrow, based on how they beat us yesterday. So we'll see if that transpires.
And for those of you who don't recognize the voice, that is one of the other Joes on the team, Joe Quintanilla.
We still lead the league in Joes.
Renegade legend. He's joining me in the box today. We are also playing under the lights for the first time ever in Renegade history. Although I guess technically the lights did go on during our game at 11:30 today for a period of 10 minutes or so. That was memorialized in my commentary during that game. So we can go back and check the record. Shane says they won't underrate us.
They will not.
Yeah, I don't think so because they're going with their same starting lineup, Rob Weissman said. And at the plate, leading off with the San Antonio Jets, is number 20, Zach Arambula.
Here we go, D.
We're already up to 22 viewers. Yeah, Randy, there have been some weird calls by the umps, but hey, same ump as the game earlier. Swinging a ground ball right at Justin. Canton gets over his legs. Wrong way, picks it up for the first out of the game. Good start for Boston, getting the leadoff hitter out. It It wasn't a particularly well-hit ground ball, but it bounced right over Justin Proctor. Wrong way did a good job of sliding over behind him and collecting it quickly for the out.
Wrongway's been battling a calf injury that he had a couple of tournaments ago. He also was he missed a few years due to fatherhood, so he's excited to be back. And as he likes to say, we're getting to the upper echelon of the league now. It's good that Joe is back on defense, feeling healthy this week.
Now up, number 41, Will Lopez.
Guy flies down the line.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swinging a ground ball. That's a short one up the middle. Justin Proctor's running in on it. He's down on the ground. Fumbling around for it, but he picks it up in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
What's up, 2-8?
In the top of the first. Who's up now? David Smith, number 7. Now batting for San Antonio is number 7, David Smith.
Now, yesterday's game, I think we gave up 1 run in the first.
Yep.
And then had an awful second inning where we gave up 11, I think.
Yeah.
So this is off to a good start.
Get ready for the taking care of business.
This is a team that with 2 outs can still put up 10 runs on you, so you can't let your guard down.
I need you guys to be ready because we're banged up and so on. You know what I'm saying? So be ready.
Foul tip, strike one. Foul tip, strike 2.
Just remember, when we played these guys the first time, we went at full strength. Dice wasn't in the lineup, and Wrongway wasn't. And on top of that,
Swinging a hard ground ball right up the middle. Right at Sean Devenis. Sean gets down, gets just past him. Christian's on the ground. Picks it up. In time for the out! What a great play by Christian Thaxton to range almost half the field over on his side and get down and make the backup play behind Sean Devenis, who would skip by. That's 3 outs, taking us to the bottom of the first. Nothing.
We're already off to a better start than last game.
Yes.
That's how we do it, Renegade Nation.
And
That layer was good.
Thax, great play.
Great job, Thax.
Just like that. Swing that bat.
Those are the types of defensive plays that the better teams have been making against us historically. They're the ones that take away runs, kill rallies. It's going to be critical for us to get at least one of those going forward.
So Thax is a rover, correct? He's our rover?
Yes.
Yep. So what that means is he's our outfielder. And we tend to play the pole, one outfielder, the deepest guy out there. So for him to run across the field to the middle of the field and make that stop is huge. Momentum is a important part of the game. And when they hit bombs and we stop them, that becomes deflating for them.
Yeah, as I talked about with some of the guys here, there were about 23 runs that they scored on us yesterday. About 5 were runs that we had a legitimate chance of making it out and couldn't. The other 18 probably were just no chance, too well hit. That inning, we were lucky to get 3 that we could get putouts on, and just got to make them when we get the opportunities. Now stepping to the plate, leadoff hitter, number 2, Christian Thaxton. B. Yanks is great defense. Hey B, how are you? Swinging up, absolute moonshot. That's right at Randy Lay. It's off his feet. He's looking for it on the ground. He's diving for it. He can't get it, and that's a run for Christian Thaxton. An absolute moonshot on the first pitch of the game for Christian Thaxton. He landed that. I can't tell exactly how deep Arambula is standing out there, but he's probably around our rover depth, which is around 126. He landed it right at his feet. It skipped off of his knees. The Arambula, the outfielder there, did a good job of tracking it on the ground and was just a hair late picking it up. 1-0 Boston.
And again, I'm stressing the difference from yesterday. I think that was probably the toughest game that Christian's had offensively ever.
Yes. Was he 0 for 5?
I think it was 1 for 6 maybe.
1 for 6.
And he struck out in his first at bat, and then I think we two guys struck out in that first inning. So we already have a run where yesterday we did not.
Yep. Yes. Every team has a good one-hitter, a good two-hitter. It's critical to get runs out of them, and you make your money at the back end of the lineup, which is what we've been able to do this week. Now we have Joe McCormick at the plate, number 46. Yeah, Randy Thaxton is an incredible offensive player. He says he's one of the best possible offensive players since he's been in the game, since the 90s. Swinging a foul, strike one.
I'm back! I'm back!
Yeah, I always say as a coach that Thaxton knows more about swinging in baseball than I do, so I just let him coach. Foul tip, strike two.
I'm back!
Swing a foul right off the hands.
Almost, Joe.
All right, Joe, fair!
That ball looked like it might have hit his hand, not even the bat. Went about 30, 35 feet maybe. Never really had a shot to get into the foul line. The 40-foot arc.
And sometimes on defense, you don't hear the ball being hit solid. Sometimes you can sort of take yourself out of position and think, oh, it's not going to make it out fair. So you're still going to move on the call, which I think that sounded like San Antonio player did.
Randy says, it's a pretty swing. My son is trying to copy it since watching these streams. I'm good with him trying to do that. That's a take. Full count on Joe Mack. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Randy. Swing a soft ground ball that just gets past the 40-foot arc. Joe Mack's running down to the base and doesn't get there in time.
Ooh, it was close.
It was a close play. I believe that was the right call. The shorty, number 0. I'm checking who that is. Richie Flores did a good job of running up on the ball and kind of falling right on top of it and getting it with his chest.
So Richie's not typically one of their starters, but for those who may have read the book Beep by David Wanzak, a lot of these guys were on that Austin championship team from 2015. And Richie was one of those guys, as well as Zach and Axel are featured in the book.
Swing and a miss. Strike one on number 81, Larry Hale, the 3-hitter.
Has Shane checked in yet?
I haven't seen him. Let me check.
What kind of family member is that?
Yeah, I don't see him in the live chat.
Thank you.
Swinging a ground ball down the first base side. That's kind of right at Axel Cox, the shorty, who gobbles it up pretty easily. He didn't even really need to get down. His hands were on the ground, and he picked it up.
Shawty fire burning on the base.
For the second out.
Whoa!
Bringing up number 53, Sean Devenish.
And he is on fire this week. Unbelievable. He's come on. He's got to be hitting over 700, I think, Joe.
Yeah, I don't have the stats in front of me, but He went 5 for 5 this morning. He had a few massive hits in our comeback over Bayou City. I was commenting on the day one, those 3 games that we had, that he could have been in line for the most pieces of contact in a single day in Renegade history, because I think he missed once or twice the whole day. Swing in an absolute moonshot. High bouncing ball down by the third base. They're calling dead ball, unfortunately. He's safe. They called. I believe they called dead ball. It was
yeah, you gotta still run it out because it still might be clicking. So defense is saying no tick, so the ball's not making.
They're running out. He can hear it, so it's no dead ball, meaning that is a good run for Sean. Sean hit that ball probably 100 some odd feet in the air, took a high bounce over the third baseman, and then he claimed he couldn't hear it. There is still a little bit of life in that ball, meaning that the Renegades are up 2-0 here with 2 outs.
And that's why our coaches always tell us, run it out. And it doesn't matter what you hear the other team say. You're going to run out and score, or hit the base, or on defense, track the ball down no matter whether you heard the runner miss the base or hit the base or safe or foul. You just got to get to the ball, get to the base no matter what, until the play's over and the umpire calls it.
Let's go, 1-8.
At bat now is number 18, Rob Dias.
Mic check.
Mike says check when his bat's in the right position.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Swing and a miss.
Good
Strike
swing,
1.
Rob.
2 outs here, bottom 1.
One Rob.
Swinging a hard ground ball up the middle. Gets past the first level. Zacharangela's on the ground. He gobbles it up, and Rob can't get there in time. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Solid defensive positioning there. Good slide over. Gets Rob Dias out. But first inning ends with the 2-run lead for the Boston Renegades. 2-0.
And I think this is Rob Dias' 5th year in playing beat baseball. And he's become I'd say he's definitely a vocal leader on and off the field.
Yes, he's definitely one of the emotional leaders. You'll hear him leading a lot of the calling cards. You'll hear him in the defense screaming.
So if anyone wants to call him tomorrow, you might not be able to hear much of his voice.
Thank you.
Let's go, D.
So here's a fun fact. Kevin Simpson has actually pitched to the Renegades. When we were in our early years, we still do this from time to time, have what we call a coach's challenge. The players will take on our coaches. And the coaches will don the blindfolds, but they said, well, you got to find your own pitchers and catchers. So we worked it out where Kevin came out and pitched to the players in the off season. He's a good guy. He's been really helpful. You know, he's been his brother's blind, Wayne, and that's how he got into the league. He's been involved for probably 40 years. And you know, you played for Austin, pitched for Austin, but 2-3 years ago, the commute from San Antonio to Austin was just too much. After 20 plus years of doing it, so he's started a program in San Antonio.
And for those who don't know, Kevin Simpson is the pitcher on the mound. And when Q says that he's been in the league for 40 years, I mean, I recognize him from a few tournaments, but you could have told me he was 30 and I wouldn't have known. At the plate right now, I believe, is number 4, Aaron Almanza. Leading us off in the top of the second. 2-0 Boston.
On your toes, D, on your toes.
Swinging a high fly ball, kind of right at Rob Dias. It bounced off him. He's on the ground looking for it, fumbling around for it. Picks it up, but not in time.
Damn, Rob, you almost made that, baby. It's close, Rob. It's close. That was all right.
That makes it 2-1 Boston.
RD, nice and tough, buddy.
That was a line drive, a high line drive that took a bounce and skipped off of Rob's chest while he was still standing. He did a good job of locating on the ground once he found it, but that wasn't quick enough.
He was definitely stunned for a second.
Yeah, he was
Robbie
stunned.
Dias, you're all over it, baby.
I don't think he expected to get hit like that. It's a heavy, hard ball, as I'm sure Q can tell you.
Yeah, it's a pound. It weighs a pound. It's got all old pay telephone equipment in it, so it's pretty heavy. We have a knack for that position getting hit in the head, it sounds like, or hitting the body.
Yep. It happens a surprising amount. Up now is number 22, Axel Cox. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Who was that last batter?
Amanza.
Yeah. He flies.
18.
Heads up.
Swing and a foul.
Hey, Blue.
Swing and a miss, strike three.
It's coming out.
Swing and a miss, strike four. That's the first out of the inning.
Two.
Sometimes what we like to say about a strikeout like that, it's a gift to the defense because they don't strike out often.
Especially with pitchers as experienced as Simpson, and in the last game, Fonzie. He's another guy that doesn't strike out much, and we benefited from a few of those.
Yeah. Nice. I think Fonzie struck out maybe 6 or 7 guys.
At bat now. Swing and a miss. It's number 27, Lupe Perez.
So he's been a World Series MVP for years. He's been playing for almost 30 years himself, with the Austin team originally, West Coast Dogs.
Swing the ground ball up the middle. Just gets to the right of Justin over Sean into Thax's body. He picks it up. Oh, that's a real tough call. Close play. Thaxton had it in his belly, but couldn't quite get it up off the ground in time. Rob Weissman is asking the ump to check with the outfield umpire because that was a close play. If it stands, that will make it 2-2 here with 1 out in the top of the second.
For him to be batting fifth or sixth in their lineup, it just shows how much depth they have.
Call stands.
Call stands. 2-2.
It's all right, defense. You're on him.
Close play. Surprising number of close plays happened in this game. It was well designed with the base.
Trust that
lane.
6 zone, Sean. Trust that 6 zone.
Sometimes I wonder if the umpires are seeing with their eyes or listening to the sounds.
Yeah, because there is a tendency for players to call up before the ball is up. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Number 20, Zach Arambula. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Andy.
Foul, strike two.
Catch. Good catch. He's on it, D. He's on it.
Catcher made a snag on that one. Foul tip, strike
Coming out
three.
now.
Right now, guys.
I know, he's so quiet.
Swing and a miss. Strike 4.
Hey guys, you got a little gift.
Come on, guys.
That's 2 outs.
One more.
Not often you get a leadoff guy like Zach Arambula twice in a game. Happened twice already. That's another gift, as Joe Q mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
Have to make the most of those.
I'd be surprised if Kevin will have a sleepless night about that.
At the plate now. Number 41, Will Lopez. Hard hit line drive, bounces over Justin and over wrong way. Gets through Thaxton's hands for a run, making it 3-2 San Antonio
Almost,
here
Thax.
with 2 outs. That was number 41, Will Lopez with the run.
Come on, guys.
One more.
And coming up to the plate is number 7, David Smith.
Come on, guys. One more.
So it sounds like Dax got in position, but it just went through his hands.
He was outstretched, yeah. Didn't exactly line it up, but it was close. It's a tough bouncing ball.
Hi, Amy and Henry. Guys been tuned in all day, texting me. It's been a great day for Boston so far. Swinging a ground ball, kind of right at Justin. He's on the ground, looking for it, just gets past his arms. Wrong way's on it, picks it up, and time for the out!
Yeah. There you go.
That's number 15, Joe Buson.
Kevin Simpson is arguing that wrong way trapped the ball against his body.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on.
Hold on.
Come on, D.
Wait.
They're contesting it.
He was off the ground. What is the rule on that cue? He had the ball trapped against his chest, but his chest was off the ground.
He needs to have the ball, clear possession and at least an inch off the ground.
Okay.
Were you able to tell from that angle?
He definitely had the ball against his chest, but he was off the ground with it.
But he didn't have it away from his body.
No. You need to have it away from your body?
Yeah,
Okay.
like an inch off your body, so you you're not trapping it. You really have possession of it.
Okay. Then that's the correct call. Making it 4-2 San
I
Antonio.
think he actually removed it from his body, but he has to really extend it. Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's a relatively easily hit ball that kind of snuck through Justin.
Someone said
just-
dead ball, right?
No.
No, a player said dead ball.
Really?
But they lost it.
I think I heard Justin say
My
help.
defense, tighten up, focus now. We got one more.
We need this one.
Yep. At bat number 4, Aaron Almanza.
So he led off the inning with a run earlier.
Yep. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This was at you, Dias. You got this, baby.
Here we go, shorties.
Come on, D.
You guys looking fine out there. Let's do it.
Says who hear Kevin telling him he wants an inside-out swing.
Strike 2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Kevin Simpson just jumps right over it. Justin and Rob are over it. They pick it up. Rob picks it up and gets the out.
Hell yeah!
Rob Dias had to have the strength to be able to hold on to that ball while Justin was falling on top of him. He maintained possession, got it away from his body, and made the out to end the inning.
Joe Burke,
4-2.
I want to comment on that.
You did. I said that you had the strength to maintain possession as Justin fell on top of you.
Guys, come here. Come here for a second.
Come on, guys.
Come here. Listen to me.
So we go to the bottom of the second.
Wrong way.
San Antonio 4, Boston 2.
Come here.
Dave Bonchak's here. He's behind us talking on Sarah.
Yeah, you want to talk to him and get him on the screen?
If he wants to.
He knows a lot about these guys. Hey, Dave. You want to sit in
How do we hit?
Wrong Dave. That's Sanchez. That's Sanchez.
Oh, no, that's Sanchez.
Good job, Giants.
6-1-2.
Dave Wanzak. What's up? Dave Wanzak.
Hey, Justin. Guy said that you'll be his surrogate brother because Shane isn't on.
Too bad I gotta go.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I will take that.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that's a good trade.
That's a good trade. You know what Shane does for me? Yeah. He buys me houses and cars.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that about him. So generous.
He's a humble person.
Yeah.
The Renegades is full of wise guys.
All right, leading us off is number 15. Strong way. Oh, Shane is on. Shane, I didn't know that you were so benevolent. Number 15, Joe, wrong way, B's on. Swinging a high pop-up that hugs the first baseline. It's bouncing. It's staying fair. Wrong way is getting to the base. And Jackson Cox could not collect it in time. Giving a run for Boston there out of the 6th slot. Making it 4-3 San Antonio with no outs in the bottom of the 2nd.
Hell yeah! Hey, Christian!
Swing that bat!
The wrong way's really come on today.
Yeah, he's had some big hits and some big moments. Bringing us back to the top of the lineup with Christian Thaxton. All right, Christian took one pitch earlier to clobber it. The pride of Oklahoma. His family is still here. They've been out here all tournament supporting him.
Duncan, Oklahoma. It's his hometown.
Swinging a hard ground ball down third base side. Gets past the first level, almost straight at the third baseman, but he moves too far to his left, and Thaxton is safe.
Get away, Thax!
That ball was hit right at their third baseman slash left outfielder, whatever they want to call him. And I'm not sure what call he heard, but he slid a few feet to his right, and it got out of the way of the ball, allowing it to roll by and take away any opportunity out of play. Tie game, 4-4, no outs.
It's a brand new ball game, as Joe Castiglione would say.
Drew, Alyssa says you need to call her ASAP. She said, I don't have anyone's number, it's an emergency. He's going to look for his phone, Alyssa.
I got him.
And Jamie's going to help him. Here's the DCU bag, Jamie. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, Alyssa. But he's giving you a call right now. At the plate now, Joe McCormick, number 46. No outs. Foul tip, strike one. Yep, Alyssa really hope everything is okay. We'll be able to help Drew if anything's needed on our end. Swinging a high pop-up. It's barely going to make it to the 40-foot arc, but with the backspin, it goes back to 21. The hotel is calling about the dogs.
He's gone or not.
Okay. She said the hotel is calling about the dogs. Did you put them in one of the rooms? Nah. Okay.
Probably yapping.
Yeah. Okay. We love Lena. Lena is not a quiet dog at times, as we found out yesterday during the game. Not sure if those of you watching at home could hear, but against BCS, we had already gotten her from doggy daycare. Swing and a miss.
You know it,
Strike
Joe.
three.
You know it, Joe.
Buddha, 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 Buddha. Rockin' everywhere.
Yeah. Don't lunge. You
And
got
what
this,
that means
baby.
is that he's swinging at his belly, right? That's what
He's trying to keep
Buddha reference.
his rear hand close to his belly.
His belly, right? So that's-
That's the take. Full count. No outs here. Bottom 2. Tie game 4-4.
no outs.
Swing and a miss.
Almost,
Strike
Joe.
4 for the first out of the inning. Coming to bat is number 81, Larry Hale. Larry hit a few real solid balls last game and fell victim to some great defensive playing.
What's up? What's up, buddy?
Larry Hale's at the plate. 1 out here. Bottom 2. Tie game. Swing and a pop up off the hands. A lot of backspin.
Almost there.
Foul ball. Everything good, Jamie? Jamie, everything all right?
Yeah, the hotel called. Would you say Caldissimo?
Wow. It might have known how to pull down the latch, right?
To open those heavy doors? Because it's not a
It's-
push, right?
That dog can pull.
Look at him. He's huge. He's a giant.
Take. 1 strike,
Right,
1
Larry.
take.
All you 81.
Larry.
Swing and a miss.
Not
Strike
bad,
2.
Lair.
Larry.
Don't loop.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base side, almost right at their shorty on that side. Although he runs in too far, can't find it. And Larry Hale's over it, and he's at the base before Richie Flores can pick the ball up.
Somebody call 911.
Great job by Larry to hustle down the baseline there. Not his best hit ball, but he benefited from a poor line running in by that shorty who blew by and then had to turn around on a dime and try to get back. Almost did. Great effort by him, but Larry beats it out to give the Renegades a lead,
And a
5-4.
defensive timeout is called.
They call a defensive timeout. San Antonio does to regroup.
That's why it doesn't. Sometimes in beat ball, it's not as important how far you hit it. If you put the ball in play, you always have a chance.
Defensive timeout. For what? Just a strategy meeting, I think.
All right, and now we have Sean Devonish at the plate.
Did you start calling him offensive-ish?
We should start calling him offensive-ish. He's making a real case to get moved up in the lineup next year if this can continue. We are up 5-4, Joe Mack. Sean's biggest fault is that he's a Broncos fan as we enter football season.
Joe Flacco wearing the white, looking elite in the Hall of Fame game.
I already got it. Isn't Joe Flacco elite on one of the streams to this week?
Almost
Swing miss,
5-3.
Strike 1.
Come on, Sean, you got
Hey,
it.
Sean.
Come on, man.
One out this inning, Danny?
Yes.
One out, bottom 2. Renegades lead by 1, 5-4. Swinging a hard ground ball, kind of right at Richie Flores, hits off his hands. He's running after it, looking for it on the ground. He fumbles it.
Oh, he fumbled it.
And Sean Devenish does a great job beating that out. I did a horrible job of moving the camera. I need to start paying more attention to that during the plays.
That's how you keep running.
But Richie fumbled it as he was picking it up off the ground, and Sean beat it out for a run. The umpires are conferring. There doesn't seem to be anything definitive to overturn it. Checking with the third base ump now to verify. Oh, Shane is reporting this page. The Bronco bashing must stop. Then how did it end up in the air? Popped up. I don't know what advice this guy would be able to provide. They're now conferring with the first base ump, who probably had the worst vantage point for the whole play. If he's the deciding factor in overturning this, that would be pretty suspect. Call on the field was safe. In my view, there should be something clear that one of the umpires saw to overturn it, but I'm not a rules expert. Oh, and they overrule it. Ball was in the air, though. Well, they overturned the call. The two umpires saw that he maintained possession, so instead of it being a run, it is an out. That brings us to 2 outs, 5-4 Boston here, bottom 2. There is a crew with a better camera than I. Maybe they will have a better view on the replay to show that
We should
that
do a
ball
replay review. That would be so awesome. Video review has to be coming to the league soon, right? At least for championship games.
Ask Jersey Mike's to kick in some more money.
the plate is Rob Dice. Swing and miss, strike
Almost,
one.
Rob.
Here we go, RD.
One OD.
Starting to actually feel cool.
Yeah, there's a nice breeze. Let's roll through it. Swing and miss,
Almost,
strike
Rob.
two.
You're right there, kid.
Let's go, Rob D. Come on, Rob.
Swing and a miss, strike
Almost,
three.
Rob. You're right there, kid.
All right, get him all right.
Come on, Rob.
Swinging a ground ball right at the shorty on that side. He moves out of the way, hits it with his hands, is running on the ground. Rob Dias is safe.
Out of the way, Rob!
That's good hustle by Rob to get down the line. What is he bringing out? Kevin Simpson is bringing out some sort of spray can. Is it Stickum? He's repainting the spots. And removing the collar on that side.
Bello.
Oh, we messed that up.
Strong way.
That away, RD.
We'll do that to make it easier.
That's 6-4 Boston.
Yep, it is 6-4 Boston now. 2 outs.
Simpson is now replacing him as a caller.
Bottom 2. Simpson replaced the collar on that side and painted a new mark.
What?
Clearly not happy with
Is
this.
Kevin calling? Or
Yes, he is now calling.
So he's a fierce competitor.
He is.
I mean, you know, well, Ron is probably one of the more subdued pitchers on the mound in the league. he's a pretty fierce competitor himself.
Yes.
Now, he's not as subdued when the calls don't go our way.
As any ump will tell you. Foul. At the plate is number 15, Joe Buzon.
It's
Nothing!
What? I didn't hear a word of what he said.
I missed it.
Joe Buzon started playing baseball in 2003.
Swing and a miss.
Almost
Strike
wrong.
2.
Come on, Joe B.
He's a notorious pull hitter.
Though they don't seem to have a shift on for him.
They kind of do. Not really.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Come on, wrong way.
Devinish's call was such bullshit. It's just.
Wrong
Hey.
Strong way.
Is there commentary happening?
Yep.
Yeah? We're the blocks right here.
Oh,
You're in the booth.
We're in the booth.
Oh, man.
Take.
Full count on Joe Buzon.
Go.
Good eye, Joe.
That's Rob Dyche you hear in the background. Time for that passing truck in the background.
Little Ronnie Cochran. Woo! 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 Little Ronnie Cochran. Woo! Woo! Woo!
How many people we got watching?
29 right now.
Ooh,
The ratings are going up.
It's through the roof.
my nose hurts a bit from that ball. It spun me around. I didn't know where it bounced
Yeah.
off my face.
He looks stunned.
Foul.
There you
Staying
go.
alive.
There you go, Joe.
Go.
Hit it.
2 outs here.
There.
6-5 Boston. Bottom 2. Full count. 6-4.
That ball was so foul, it was almost fair.
Hey, listen, chimed in. Joe had to play a couple of at-bats last game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, boy, did he ever.
He's got two defensive putouts already.
Swinging a hard ground ball down the third baseline. Atypical for him. At the third baseman's on it and picks it up just in time to get the out.
It's all right.
Retires this side.
We go to the top of the third.
Come on, guys. On D.
Boston is up 6-4.
After 2.
Oh, he might, yeah. They do use him as like the secondary spot.
We seem to have a lot of activity in the comment section, so before this gets lost, I want to take the opportunity to first thank the Association of Blind Citizens, which you can see on the backs of our jerseys, for sponsoring our team, and also promoting our team store, where you can buy yourself a jersey with the Association of Blind Citizens name on the back. I'm going to post the link in the comments section here. You can also get it customized for whatever name, number you prefer. There are other options beyond just the jerseys, long sleeve tees, hats, jackets even, I believe.
I think so. Sweatshirts, polos.
Yeah, you name it, you can buy it with the Renegades logo. A portion of the proceeds will go to support the team. And we're always welcoming donations through the Association of Blind Citizens website.
And I think you're going to be able to personalize your apparel. So you can have hot tub on the sleeve of your shirt. Or wrong way, or
I don't know about the
Joe
sleeve,
Man.
but at least the back of
the
it.
back, yeah. Wherever you want to modify it.
You can get Senior Soto on the back of it.
There you go, baby.
Leading us off here in the top of the third is number 22, Axel Cox. Batting in the 4 slot in their lineup. Lisa's Sheffield definition says you can personalize on the sleeve.
Oh, there you go.
That mental lift. Trying to get that mental lift.
Swing and a high pop-up. Foul. Lori, I'm not sure if we're signing autograph jerseys. That'll be up to the players, but I'm sure that we can arrange one.
That's why I said back to Joe, you're good. Okay.
And Henry's already ordered his G-Fang shirt. That's awesome. So yeah, we can definitely organize a signed jersey for your favorite Renegade. Hunter, it's 6-4, no outs, top 3. So I'm gonna miss strike 2. Boston is in the lead. Swinging a ground ball, kind of right up the middle. Justin's on it. He's on the ground, searching for it. Picks it up. And gets the out. Just in time to get the out. Someone called dead ball. I'm not sure if it is dead or alive. No, it is alive. It appears that the speaker was just down on the grass and made it very difficult to hear.
Yeah, I think it changed beeps.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, that's 1 out here. Top of the 3rd, 6-4 Renegades. Peter Conley is watching from, I believe, Bermuda on his honeymoon.
Congratulations on your wedding with Tessera, Peter.
We saw some pictures. It looks beautiful. We're all very happy for you. Shane Canton says the G and G thing stands for geriatric.
Unreal.
I believe we have number 27, Lupe Perez, stepping in to the plate. So Pizza and Aruba.
Home of Xandor Borgars.
Xandor?
Borgars.
Did you guys hear me?
No.
The Indy San Antonio game was 30-28.
Yeah, we knew that.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Holy cow. How's your viewership?
30. Through the roof. Swinging a hard ground ball right down the third baseline. It's a foul ball. Goes foul just before the 100-foot line.
Nice job, Matt. Nice job.
Lucky because Joe McCormick, not sure what he was doing. Maybe he heard the call was foul because
And he stopped playing, I guess.
he clearly stopped playing on that one. But hey, it's a foul, so no harm, no foul. That's a bad one. That's really bad. This is what you get for free labor in the box. Untrained free labor. Well, the good news is we practice without lights, Peg, so our callers are well accustomed to calling with barely any light on the field. Same with our pitchers. Time for a passing truck.
Lupe is probably in his late 40s.
Swinging a high fly ball up the middle, kind of lands just past Sean, gets over him, Dax is on the ground waiting for it to get to him, but that took a high bounce and didn't have much roll to it. Lupe scores to make it 6-5. No, Lori, Sean is not calling the game. This is Joe Burke. We often get told that we are vocal twins.
You and Sean?
Yeah, she asked Sean Devonish, are you calling the game? No, Lori, Sean is actually out there in the field, and I'm doing an absolutely atrocious job of moving the camera to follow the play of this game, so I apologize.
You're doing a great, Joe.
I believe this brings us back to the top of the lineup with number 20, Zach Arambula.
All right, make a play, guys.
Are we tied now? Is that...
No, I believe it is 6-5, correct? Yeah. 1 out?
1 out.
Or is it 6-6?
I don't know. Who? Swinging a foul.
Hey, catch.
Strike 1.
Didn't Cox score before Perez?
Thank you.
No, JC put him out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so 6-5.
swinging a hard line drive right up the middle. Sean gets to the ground just past him, off of Thaxton's hip and rolls away. Joe McCormick's looking for it on the ground, but can't get there in time. I believe that is the tying run, making it 6-6.
Knock it out there fast.
Almost, guys.
Mandy, relax.
You're good, guys.
Man, you guys can do it. Come on.
Make the plays you can.
All right, just relax.
That was a nice hard hit ball. Hard to imagine
Did that
that
hit
we would have
Sean?
been able to get 3 straight outs
glance
on
off
Arambula. Pete, it's top 3.
Thought he had a shot at it.
It definitely bounced over.
1 or
him.
2 outs, we're not sure.
It hit Thax, right?
One definitely hit back.
1 out. Just 1 out. Tie game, 6-6. Number 41, Will Lopez is at bat.
Be ready, Mac.
Swinging a foul.
Hey,
For
wrong
those
way.
who-
Make a play here,
as
baby.
they
You got it.
retrieve this ball, it kind of ran away. For those who didn't hear when Rob came by a minute or 2 ago, San Antonio's here because they lost to the Indy Thunder just prior to this game. They were playing at the same time in the field behind us against, we were against Bayou City. They lost 30-28. Just to give you, and that's against a very good defensive team in Indy, to give you a sense of swinging a ground ball, kind of right at Justin, gets through his hands, down, kicks off wrong way, shins, over to Joe McCormick, but not there in time to give San Antonio the lead, 7-6.
Next one, defense.
I just tell you that score to give you a sense of how prolific their offense can be.
Mandy, heads up.
And both those teams are good defensively, very good defensively,
Yes.
and very fast defensively. I've always argued that baseball is an offensive game because it's a lot easier to score than to defend.
It is top 3. They're up by 1, 7-6. 1 out, I believe. And the winner of this game gets to play the Indy Thunder tomorrow in the championship game. The winner, because we are coming from the losers bracket, will have to beat Indy twice in order to win the championship.
Yep, Indy's undefeated.
I believe they came into the tournament as the number 1 seed as well.
I think they're going for a 4-peat.
Swinging an absolute rocket. Thaxton is getting back on it, but can't get there in time. That hard to believe anyone would be able to make a put out on that. Too bad.
So they go out center field.
It was left field. Thax was backing up real fast, running backwards into his right, and the ball still beat him there.
Those bats are warming up.
Yep. I believe that makes it 8-6.
Players are asking, or coaches, spotters and players asking for a timeout.
Yeah, there's timeout called in the field.
Which doesn't happen often for the Renegades. Usually Rob will call timeout. So.
Yeah, now Rob's out there. So I believe we're down 8-6 with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Bats are definitely heating up. That was David Smith on that moonshot.
So we've been here on the field for about 8 hours. We left our hotels over 12 hours ago. These guys have been playing, total time on the fields in actual game action for over, 6 hours. So it's and this is the 4th day of the week. So it's pretty fatiguing. I think I heard them take water out to the guys, make sure they're feeling hydrated, cool off a little bit. I like to tell people that yes, this is a vacation from work or school, but it's not a physical vacation.
Hardly, and even though I'm the one that gets to sit down in the canopy all game, every game, it still takes a toll. Between moving field to field, going out, just everything. I've been drinking a lot of water and just being out in the heat for 12 hours a day, 3 or 4 days in a row. It gets to you. Still in timeout here. Don't be fooled by what you see on the camera of them pitching.
Well, you should thank some of our supporters. Every individual that supported any of our team members, individual fundraising through firstgiving.com. Thank you for helping us get here. Woburn Lions, Woburn Host Lions Club, been a huge part of our fundraising and support the last 9 years. We'll be having a tournament in Woburn next summer. They'll be helping us put on those who came out to the bowling event. Help us, hope you had fun, and thanks for all the great support.
What? That's it? Only 8?
Is it 8 or 9? I forget.
I think it's 8. I think they've put up 4 runs this inning, and there's
Okay.
1 out.
Yeah, because I had been thinking 8 as well.
Okay.
I'd been thinking 8 as well. So we believe it's 8-6 here with 1 out.
All right, guys, you know
Top
what to do.
3. Aaron Almanza steps into the box, number 4.
Yeah, they've got 8 because he's the 16th batter of the game for them with 7 outs and 8 runs.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing a line drive kind of right at Rob Dias on the first base side. Kicks off his foot, unfortunately, and runs away for a run for San Antonio, making it 9-6. That's just unfortunate. Rob got down pretty well, but kicked off the top of his foot and ran away from
Almost,
him.
Rob.
RD, you all right?
Because these fields are dried out, the ball moves so much faster. So any bump, it's going to carry. Makes it harder on the defense to track it. We're in a thicker grass. It won't go that far, so you can get back on top of the ball.
Next up for San Antonio will be number 22, Axel Cox. Foul tip, strike 1. Swinging a ground ball down the third base line. Wrong way is going over. He picks it up in time for the out. What a great job by Wrong Way. He got down on the ground early, shuffled over. We call that a jabba. Picked it up with one hand, not ideal for him, but enough to prove that it was away from his body and to get the out. 2 outs here. Top 3. 9-6 San Antonio.
Wrong way.
He must have not seen it set the one hand.
At bat now, number 27, Lupe Perez. The defense is getting set.
Sometimes when you hit the ground for the first time and technique goes out the window, it's just instinct to try to get to that sound, that beeping ball, before the runner gets to the base.
Swinging a line drive, very deep. Christian Thaxton's running back, dives on the ground, bounces off him. Oh, and he can't collect it. Christian did a great job of tracking that by backpedaling to his left. Unfortunately, it hit him in the chest, bounced up and over him to give the San Antonio Jets a 4-run lead. 2 outs here in the top of the third.
So when our callers yell out a number and with that urgent voice.
Let's go, dude. We got this.
You know it's a bomb, it's a rocket. And time is of the essence. It sounds like Dax did the right thing. Backpedal, got there fast, and almost
One sec, Rob.
Made it close.
We're back to the top of the lineup for San Antonio with number 20, Zach Durambula at the plate.
His second time at bat this inning.
You didn't want to say that a little louder for the feed?
I did try not to.
Rob, were you saying something to us when Rob was up?
I was saying something to Joe Q. Say no to crack.
In a way, he was saying that. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a foul off the plate.
Good
Strike
jump,
three.
Rob.
Coming out.
Yeah.
Thinking about switching back and Daxton. Daxton's fast. He's so fast.
Swinging a ground ball down the third baseline. Joe Buzon's making a good line to it, but gets underneath of him. Christian Thaxton slides to it and actually picks up the ball really close to
Great
the play.
play, Thax,
but
real
was still
close.
a second too late. He did a great job sliding in towards the line with his feet, ranging all the way from a rover spot, probably about 70 feet off the line, but still couldn't do anything. That brings up number
What are you saying,
41,
Will?
Will Lopez, makes it 11-6.
Yeah, I mean, Christian's definitely one of the fastest guys in the league, for sure.
Dax is fine there. Right, but he just made a good play there. Yeah.
Mac hasn't had much action.
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, so they're doing a check there, Shane. During the intermission, we'll give you an update on what happened last game, just to give an uninterrupted version.
He says I'm fine. Watch this. He's gonna go oppo right at Thax right now. Here we go, guys.
Swinging a line drive down the third baseline. Joe Buzon's down on the ground. It bounces on over him. Joe McCormick can't get there in time, and that's another run for San Antonio, making it 12-6.
All right, G, let's go.
Top
Let's
three.
focus now, boys. You got me back. I'll be chirping at you. Let's do this.
Monty.
This is becoming a tough inning. Or it's been a tough inning, I should say.
Yeah, it has become.
They've put up 8.
No.
Yeah, 8.
8, yeah. It's 12-6. I believe this is number 7, David Smith at the plate.
issue with the positioning
called
of the
him on the
batter's
same
box
thing.
foot. The batter's box.
Time called in the field for a passing truck. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Monday.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing a high pop up. That's going to be a foul. A lot of backspin on
Almost, guys.
All right.
that. That's strike three. 2 outs here, top three. 12-6 San Antonio.
Playing in this weather, isn't it? Oh my God. Thank God it rained this morning. We
His
were playing this
remain-
game at 2:30, right? That was playing.
5. Swing and a miss, strike four. That ends the inning.
Bring it in, Renegades!
Bring it in.
Let's go, let's get the bats going!
Come on, guys.
So Shane, since you asked what happened last game, you said you had to turn off when it was 13-6 Bayou City. What happened is Bayou actually got the lead up to 14-6. At which point the Renegades started clawing their way back. They took actually a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 5th.
Just like that.
Bayou City responded by scoring 4 runs. Then the Renegades came out in the bottom of the 6th, and it went wrong way. Thax, McCormick all scored runs to tie it up. Then Larry Hale hit a great shot, but actually ended up getting trapped right underneath Tanner Gers at shorty there, who made a great out on what could have been a run. Then Sean Devenish had an absolute battle at the plate. He had a rocket and would have scored, but the base cut out about 3/4 of the way down, so he had to come back with 2 strikes. Then he hit one that just trickled foul at the last minute, and he would have been safe there. And now with 3 strikes, gets back up, and I don't even remember where he hit it, but he had a great line, got to the base, and got the walk-off run to give us the win, whatever that final score was.
18-17.
18-17. You might have also heard Rob Weissman mention it. It has been very cool. It's remained overcast here the whole day. We have not had to play in the beating sun like the prior days here. And now that we're at, 8 p.m. local time here in Tulsa, it's getting kind of cool. You get a nice breeze coming across. Yeah, Shane, that game was just absolutely amazing, really tense. Everyone was on the edge of their seat. Here and at home, I know from the people in the comments section and the people who texted me. So it was really something. I'd highly suggest you go back and relive that through the live stream that we posted earlier.
If it hurts, or if it's particularly swallow instead of coughing, that helps your vocal cords.
And here we are, bottom 3. Leading us off is Christian Thaxton. 12-6 San Antonio. Swinging a ground ball. Christian falls.
He's all right.
Slips. He's fine, but he took a step to the wrong base. His foot
You all right, baby?
slid, dug up a big divot, and couldn't recover. That's the first out of the inning. So that's a tough start to the comeback here, but you're right, Glenn. We were down by more last game and were able to come back. Let's hope that we can pull it off here. Tough way to start the comeback, seeing Christian take the wrong step and then pull up a nice chunk of dirt. But we have Joe McCormick at the plate now, as you saw
Seemed like he-
Rob Dice and Jamie Dickerson go dancing in front of the cameras, chanting.
That was prearranged.
Sounds like Did he beat that into the ground too?
Yeah, it wasn't a well hit ball. He probably would have been out anyways, as it went right to the shorty on the left side. Swinging the line drive, hard hit.
That's
foul.
hammered, Joe Mack. You're good, baby.
It's interesting. I noticed when we start some of our cheers, they start cheering on the defense. They want to try to drown us out.
Yeah, they do. I don't hate that strategy on their part. I mean, as the opposing team, I don't like it, but I think it's smart. Swing a foul ball to the first base side.
Almost, Joe. Let's go, Goldilocks.
A little early, then a little late. 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom 3. Swing and a foul off his fists. That's 3 strikes.
Fair.
Little Ronnie Cochran.
Woo, woo, woo.
They really are trying to counter every chant of ours.
I think Joe Mack knuckled that one foul.
He did.
You got this 4-6.
That's
Good
a take.
take.
Full count.
Thank you.
Swing and a miss.
All right,
Strike
Joe.
4. That's a second out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
It's all right, Joe.
Larry Hale is coming to the plate.
You're good, baby.
Seems like they're also trying to draw out any counter chant longer than us.
Yes, they are. Yes.
I think we should set it up so that we just keep it going continuously.
Or just do a break and then come back
No,
with it.
continual breathing.
Like a wave.
Oh, yeah. One of them pulled in the field. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Larry's running towards third base. It kind of finds a gap. They're down on the ground. It kicks away from his body. Larry is in safe.
Not a winner!
That makes it 12-7 here, bottom 3.
Johnny fire burning on the base path. Whoa!
Now Sean Devenish is at the plate.
So Larry had a great first day and second day, kind of cooled off a little bit. But started the second half of the Houston game, he's starting to come back and putting it together.
Also, for those counting at home, this is now our 6th contest against a 5th unique Texas team. We might as well have just gone to Texas for this tournament, not Oklahoma. Saved ourselves a 4-hour drive.
I think there are 6 teams from Texas in the tournament.
Tyler, Austin, San Antonio, Bayou City, Tyler, and Lone Star. Lone Star is the one team that we did not face. Swinging a nice hard line drive. That's right at the third baseman. However, it kicks off his feet, gets behind him, and Sean is in safe. Another great hit by Sean Devenish.
He is unstoppable today. And yesterday.
And the day before.
The day before.
That makes it 12-8.
Hey, Renegades, give me a...
Hell yeah! That means Rob Dias, a noted wrestling fan, hence the cheer, is coming up to bat.
And for the scoreboard watching, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-2 after 6 innings.
How about a bomb, Dias? That'd be great. Right in the middle.
Swing and a miss, strike one on
Good
Rob
swing,
Dias.
Rob. I heard that.
Come on, Robbie. I'm Robbie D.
Swing and a miss,
Almost.
strike 2. Number 19, Darren Black in the audience. This is one of the
D.
comments.
Let's go 1-8.
Another legend of the Renegades. I think he's second all-time in putouts.
Wow.
Our first defensive all-star at the World Series.
Swing and a miss.
You're right on it,
Strike
Rob.
3.
Come on, Rob.
Larry Hale had the awareness to avoid the live stream.
Good job, Larry.
Foul.
You're all
Staying
over,
alive.
Rob.
3 strikes still.
There.
Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I have a tendency to refer to Larry Hale by both his first and last name, even though there are no other Larrys on the team. Not sure why I do that. But he's a 2-name person.
And Larry is not short for Lawrence. We call him Lawrence anyway.
Foul.
There you go, Rob. There you go, baby.
I didn't know that.
Nope, he's just Larry.
Just Larry.
One more would be really big here.
Swing and a miss, strike 4. That ends the inning. After 3, San Antonio 12, Boston 8.
Sit back out. Put the donuts up.
Aaron,
Come on, D.
do you have your portable charger thing? Do you mind? Just because, actually, we don't need it yet. Let's see how we do. Just because mine's dead and we're down to, we're at 78%. We're good for now. Yeah, we should be good for a while.
Sorry about that.
I wonder if anyone will have to, there's going to be a cicada timeout. They're
Yeah,
getting
I know.
louder.
Defense, let's go.
They are getting
Get
loud.
one.
I think
Is-
that's what they are.
Yeah, as Joe Q was talking about here, and those of you who watched the Tyler game yesterday, our first on that far field, there are a lot of cicadas around the field here, and they're making a very loud sound in the trees out by the outfield. I don't think that we could ever have a delay for it because they kind of are perpetual.
It's nature. It sounds of nature.
Yep,
But they are getting louder.
that is true.
If we let them keep scoring, yeah. Come on, guys. That's how you do it, so.
All right, time for our defense to shine. I believe at the plate is number 4, Aaron Almanza.
I think he's 3 for 3.
Zone.
Thank you. All right. Checking.
First base, please.
Swinging a ground ball down the third baseline. Justin's on it. Gets through Joe Buzon's hand. He picks it up in time for the out. Really close play. Looked like Joe Buzon had bobbled it for a half second. Maybe it bounced off his head, but he was able to corral it just in time to get the out.
Who was that, Joe Mack?
Joe Buzon.
He's fourth put out today? Third or fourth in this game, I think.
Is it already? Wow.
Yeah.
And he had one that was taken away.
He's playing well on that left side of the field.
Yep. Yeah, you can. That makes one out here in the top of the fourth. San Antonio still up 12-8.
Joe Buzon is a proud Somerville resident, or Somervillian, or whatever they call themselves. But
One of several on the team.
yeah,
Although he's the only native.
he is.
Yeah, check the
At bat now is number 22, Axel Cox.
Yeah. Can you just do it for Aaron? Just want to take a look at the drinks and drinks.
Swinging a high fly ball down the third baseline. Joe Buzon's backing up on it, down on the ground, waiting for it to come into his body. Picks it up, but a half second too late.
That hung in the air a while.
That did hang in the air a long time.
You're not supposed to do that. That's what I do.
No way for wrong way to know. He took about 2 steps too far back, and the ball kind of died. It didn't roll fast.
Yeah. He had to take steps back because of how hard it was hit.
Yep. Yeah, no way for him to know that. He was doing what we were coaching him on. Unfortunately, that's just how the ball rolled. If it had been a little quicker coming into him, he would have made the play. But that makes it 13-8 here.
This is the fourth inning?
Top of 4, 1 out.
All right. That means Wrong Way has 2 chances of 1 out this inning, right?
Yes. At bat is number 27, Lupe Perez.
Lupe is 2 for 3.
Sean and Joe. Mac, here we go.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Lupe's won championships with Austin and West Coast Dogs.
Where were the West Coast Dogs based out of?
Good question. They're just a string of all-stars because they had guys from Texas, guys from Sacramento and North Carolina, just all over the place.
Yes, North Carolina fits in with the rest of the places. Swinging a ground ball to the third base side, gets past Justin. Joe Buzon gets on the ground, knocks it down with his chest, and picks it up quickly for the second out of the inning.
Which way?
Wrong way!
Strong way!
Cowboy up. But I think that was JC.
That's right, strong way.
Okay, next batter then, baby.
13-8 here with 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup with number 20, Zach Arambula at the
Here you
plate.
go, Joe B. Flash that leather, baby.
That's interesting. Kevin was faulting himself for that.
He wanted to put it higher up on the bat.
Yep.
I agree, so
When these guys get the ball in the air, they're going to get to the base in about 6 seconds. If it's in the air for 4 seconds, it really limits the opportunity that the fielder has to tracking that ball and getting it.
Swinging a fly ball, kind of right at Joe Buzon. Looks like the ball died. Wow. This could be lucky. What?
So San Antonio is cheering tick.
Hoping that it is still beeping.
If it is,
Good call by wrong way if it is in fact dead. It is a dead ball.
That away, Joe.
That was a great hit.
Good call.
Why didn't you catch it?
The Renegades benefited from this last game with 3 dead balls, one of which they did make a defensive putout on regardless. But it's always tough to see a well-hit ball come back. There's no good solution because it isn't fair for the defense to not be able to make a play on it, but usually it happens on the balls that are really well hit.
We need an indestructible ball. So all you inventors, get inventing.
Any MIT alum?
I think we
MIT.
might have Dave Mazza on the live stream, and he is at MIT for grad school right now.
A ball that can absorb the force of the bat, and even if the initial battery or speaker gets killed, can absorb that energy and restart it.
Yes. So we have 2 outs here. Top of the 4th, 13-8 San Antonio. No balls, no strikes. Well, there are never any balls, I guess, but
Well, there's a
Takes.
takes, which is a ball.
I guess technically, yeah. Swinging another well-hit ball. Gets past Justin, gets past wrong way. Thax is on the ground, but overslides it. And
Almost, Dax!
That was a 2 call.
he's
You want
Arambula
a chance?
saves.
You want a chance for wrong way and Thax?
I don't know. Wrong way didn't move when he probably shouldn't have, right?
Well, but he called it a 1.
Oh, did he? Okay. So that makes it 14-6, right?
No, 8.
14-8, sorry. It's a 6-run lead.
Still a lot of game left for us, so we think if we, they might cool off a little bit with the bats, but
We
it
came
sounds
back.
like we're getting there. We're getting to the spots, so it should start to roll our way.
We came back from down more later in the game last time around, so who's to say it can't be done here? Just need to make a stop and then get up, get a few hits, and close the gap progressively.
Don't walk away.
Number 41, Will Lopez is at the plate. Foul tip, strike 1. Foul tip, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, thank you. Oh, perfect, thank you.
That's so funny. It looks like an eyeball.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, not too terribly well hit. Justin's on the ground, scoops it up, picks it away from his body for the out to end the half of the inning.
All right, good job.
We go to the bottom of the 4th. San Antonio's in the lead, 14-8.
That was a better defensive inning.
Much better.
Bring it in, Renegades, let's go! A lot of game left, let's go!
Beautiful.
Hey, way to battle, guys.
That's good stuff,
Way to
guys.
battle. Way to get those putouts.
A lot of game left, let's go, guys!
Lot of game.
Filipino!
Pero!
Filipino! That is so out of order. Drew, what do you got? Oh, here. I'm wearing it.
Ace?
Where are you? Sitting by Mac. I'm coming. Thank you.
Fourteen to 8.
Have to imagine that San Antonio didn't expect the game to be this close, coming out of an absolute slugfest with the best team in the league.
Probably not. Is Kevin still spotting for them? Or did
Kevin
he,
is still spotting.
Yeah, so that tells you something.
Yeah.
He's concerned.
They didn't think that he was going to have to go in.
He's
They
not
were-
taking any chances.
Yeah.
I don't know how many pitchers also spot. I'd say that's pretty rare.
The catcher for Bayou City spotted. Obviously that's different, but still a two-way coach.
Oh, and Jamie Dickerson's a two-way spotter and pitcher.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten to flex my calling muscles yet.
Go strong, what?
Those pipes.
That's right.
Swing and a miss,
Almost.
strike 1.
Let's go 1-5.
Yo, me.
Calling time for moped, motorcycle, not sure, going by.
We want more!
Let's get it strong way. Yeah, I agree, Randy. 3 or 4 here. Cut it to a couple run deficit would be huge. Foul. Strike 2.
Over the booth.
And ace is off running.
Impressively foul.
We used to call that the -7 zone.
Yes.
Is there a cricket beat ball?
Wrong way hit it basically straight backwards from where he's standing.
Gotta warm up first. No kidding.
Might have even exceeded that.
I think even though he does foul off a lot, when he starts to pull him like that, I think that bodes well for him.
That's a ground ball right up the middle. Lupe Perez has gotten to it. He's standing over it, but he picks it up.
I think that's Richie something.
Sorry, yeah, Richie
Flores?
No, who's number 0? Yes. Sorry. Is that it? I lost the roster. Hold on.
Hit it, Larry.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Yeah, sorry, that's Richie Flores.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Hell yeah. Hey, Chris.
Lupe is at the next level of defense. Now at bat is number 2, Christian Thaxton, our leadoff hitter. 1 out here, bottom 4, 14-8.
We hit a home run yesterday, which is the equivalent of 2 runs, which is a feat that not many people in the 43-year history of the league have been able to do. You can count them on one hand, I believe. And the line for a home run used to be 180 feet. It got moved down to 170, I believe, 5 years ago.
Interesting. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's a pretty cool
You're
setting
good,
here.
Thax. Let it come to
for
you,
the-
baby.
What is a 3rd place game, loser becoming 3rd place in the tournament. There are some teams that have come down, or members of other teams have come down to watch. I see some BCS Outlaws, I see some Philadelphia Fire, some Lone Star, beyond just the normal sideline fans. Swinging a fly ball right down the 3rd baseline, lands fair, rolls foul. Christian is there and he's safe.
There we go.
Great hit by Christian Thaxton. That makes it 14-9.
Now that had some hang time. I think it was at least 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds in the air before it landed.
Yep.
Now they're trying to keep up with our cadence on that cheer.
Our new goal as a bench is to just draw these cheers out long enough so that way one of them can't stand. They're gasping for air by the time that ball's put in play. A little fun rivalry here.
Now I take credit for finding Christian. I'll share that story in his next at-bat.
Almost,
strike
Mac.
1 out here, bottom 4.
Oh, man, relax.
5-run game.
Now, did Joe Mack play baseball in Little League? Yeah. When he was a kid, he did.
Not Babe Ruth, but he played in Incarnation League in Melrose. Shout out.
Swinging a pop-up. That gets just past Richie Flores. Is bouncing high. They're moving up on it. Joe Max running to the base, and he's safe!
He's in.
Another huge run from Joe McCormick. That makes it 14-10. Now up Larry Hale. Nice job, Joe.
Come on, Larry.
Good work, Mac.
Come on, Larry.
It's pretty evident looking at
Get that
both
train
teams
moving,
that the
baby.
toll of playing 3 games today, being out on the field for as long as we have, especially anticipating the first games to be at 8:30 and not occurring until 11:30. You know, it's showing its effects. The players are tired, they're beat up, they're dirty, but this team's still fighting. And we're down 4 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
I think the concession stand did well today.
Yes. Yeah, especially with a lot of groups not expecting to be here for dinner, but needing to get something to eat. Swing and a miss. Strike
Almost
1.
there. Pretty good.
Swing and a miss.
Almost,
Strike
Larry. You're
2.
right on it, baby.
Foul.
Almost,
Strike
Larry.
3.
You're all over it, baby.
It feels as if it has gotten noticeably darker here in the past inning or so. Not sure what San Antonio does for practice, but we have a fair number of night practices. Hopefully this serves to benefit the Renegades.
We'll take any edge we can at this
Yeah,
point.
pitching in low light. It is 14-10. Good take.
That's a good take. Good job,
I
Larry.
think when San Antonio says, "Come on, man," when you take a pitch, they're trying to get on the head of the batter. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But
Swing and a miss.
I know,
Strike 4.
I know some pitchers don't like the batter to take a pitch.
Johnny fire burning on the base path. Whoa!
Sean Devenish is back at the plate. Randy Lyons says, dudes, win or lose, be very proud. These aren't slouch teams you're playing against. I like this team because it's not a beat ball all-star team.
Hey, preach.
But the
Preaching to the choir here.
the players, the hitters, the batters will take a pitch to get themselves settled, maybe to hear the bases better, calm themselves down, hear the cadence. So it's there for a reason. So we try not to let the chatter from the other team get in our heads.
All right, let's see if Sean can keep his hot streak going. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging a high, pop up the
Almost,
foul.
Sean. Hit it. Fair. In the air. Over there. Because we care.
Hey, 44!
We want more.
Shawnee, way to step back on that one, kid.
Come on, Ronnie.
Papa's proud. Come on, Sean.
Oops.
Swinging a high, pop up down the third baseline. That lands fair. Rolls foul. Just short of the 100-foot line.
Walk it back, Sean. Walk it back.
You're all
That's
over
a tough
it,
one for
5-3.
Sean, as he would have likely been safe, but that's a foul ball.
14-10.
Views on.
Nope, wrong way.
Views on.
Sorry.
1 out.
Wrong way.
2 outs.
2 outs.
2 outs.
I forgot old Larry striking out. Sorry there.
It was a forgettable strike.
All right, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 4, 14-10, San Antonio. swinging a high pop-up in the middle. Sean is running to third base. That takes a bounce. They're on the ground looking for it, scrambling, trying to pick it up. He's on top of it, but he is safe. Sean gets another run. He found the gap in the middle of the defense. The defender had tracked it down, but landed on top of it with his chest and couldn't pick it up off the ground in time. Sean had good hustle down the line to beat it out and get the run.
He can rip it any place. Rip. And he can rip it in your face. Rip.
And that makes it 14-11.
He's like 14 or 15 today. He's almost third.
Yeah.
13 He's having some incredible day.
Watch out. You might not be bad in second next year. No, he's been awesome.
Will you give me a hell
This
yeah?
whole
Not
series has
yet.
been on top of it.
No, he's guaranteed.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's going to finish in the high sevens.
Really? All right, at the plate now is Rob Dias. Yes. Swing and miss. Strike
Almost,
one.
Rob.
Come, Rob!
Foul.
Right there, Rob.
Strike two.
Get on me!
So, Rob Dias, I believe, wrestled in high school.
Almost 1-8.
Strike three.
And came to the team by meeting Brian Grillo at a Target.
What?
By meeting Brian Grillo at a Target. Brian saw this fit-looking guy with a cane walking around and said, "Hey, have you heard of a beat baseball?" Now, I'd emailed with Rob Dias 10 years ago, and he had expressed interest, but nothing panned out. Brian, the recruiter, found him at a Target. Macy's.
Foul tip.
There you
stay
go,
alive.
Rob. Way to battle,
So,
baby.
needless to say, Rob Weissman has entrusted all the coaches to go to Macy's every weekend during the off season and start recruiting.
Panhandling.
Foul.
There
Stay
you go,
alive.
Rob.
Get Rob!
Come on, Ronnie. Dig deep. You got him, Ronnie. Dig deep.
I also see players from the New Jersey Titans here watching the game, going back to my point earlier, spectators. Swing a ground ball up the middle. They have their fielder ranging to it. He overruns it. Rob Dias is making his way to the base, and he's safe! That makes it 14-12. Great hustle down the line by Rob Dias.
We want more!
It's 4 runs in this inning.
And apologies for the obstructed view as I turned the camera. Jamie Dickerson was busy celebrating.
Did you say he's the best dancer of all the coaches?
Yes.
Who's that?
Jamie Dickerson, who obstructed the view. Let's go, strong way!
What was the question?
If you were the best dancer of all the
What
coaches.
prompted that?
Your moves are celebratory. Blocking the camera.
Yeah, you were obstructing my view of the base for that.
Wait, right there?
Yeah. Why you stood up? You stood up.
Sorry.
I don't care. Let's play it. Number 15, Joe Buzon. Swing and miss, strike one.
Little League, let it
Two
come
outs
to you,
here,
baby.
bottom 4. Renegades are down. Bottom 4. Yeah, that's what I said. Yep.
14-12?
14-12.
These guys are bored out there. They don't even want to be here. Let's knock them out.
Foul.
Hey!
Oh, off the head.
You all right, babe?
Off his own head.
Hit it! Fair!
Not in your head.
Two strikes. That's a foul. Strike 3. Show off. Jamie Dickerson.
That was a little roll for extra effect.
Gratuitous layout over here.
Yeah.
How's the stream, boys?
It's good. 38 people.
Oh, nice.
Joe Q recounted the story of how you were recruited to the team. How you left him unread for 10 years.
We emailed like in 2008, 2009.
Me and you?
Yeah. I'll tell
I
you
think I
about it.
responded to you. Because I think I might have I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
Check what was your email.
Oh, I was just telling you about how we practiced.
Foul. Staying alive.
Oh, Rob!
Let me
I
down,
usually
Wally.
respond, so that wouldn't have been like,
Oh, no. I think you did, but then we never, nothing panned out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do anything. That was still an hour away, but yeah.
Yeah.
I would have emailed.
Just crafting the narrative here for the live stream. Swing a high pop-up that's right down the first base line. That lands in fair territory. It stays fair. Wrong way's running the ball. And he's safe! That ball just stayed on the foul line. And Axel Cox ran over, but he slid on top of it and couldn't get the ball up off the ground, giving Joe Guzon enough time to get down the line and score a run, making this a one-run game, 14-13 here with 2 outs remaining. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
14-13?
Hey, Lizzie loves you, wrong way.
We in this, boys.
Turn the lineup over, buddy. Let's go.
Bring us back to the top of the lineup here. We have Christian Thaxton, number 2.
So, as I said, I'll take credit for finding Christian, because I used to work at the Carroll Center, and Christian was going through the independent living program there, and at one of their events I came to do a demo, and I met Christian there. Someone brought him over to introduce me to him, and he did a little fielding drill, and he had a really great time. He told me how he used to play junior college baseball and didn't know that there was something he could do as a blind person. We got him out to practice a couple weeks later, and the rest is history.
I think he hit his first hit off Rob Weissman, fun fact, at one of those workshops.
Yep, after practice, yep.
Foul. Strike
Hey, that
1.
sounded good, Thax.
There.
Rob Weissman, for those who are keeping track, is I believe our 5th string pitcher, maybe 4th string
Wow.
pitcher.
Let's just say things have to be pretty dire if
Yeah.
he's in the game pitching.
And he's the first to admit it.
He has thrown pitches in the World Series before. I think 2006.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hello to Mike Burke, my dad, who is now watching.
Yeah.
Let's go, 2.
Way to go, man.
Swinging a high pop-up that might just make it to the 40-foot arc. It does has a lot of backspin. Christian's running hard. Oh, and it rolls just foul.
Fucking ridiculous. Pardon my French.
That away, Thax.
Good job, Thax. Walk it back, buddy.
Tough to see with the light here, but I'm standing over it. And I'm not sure what they're talking about, but the score is 14-13 here, bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, 3 strikes on Christian Thaxton, our leadoff hitter. And I have been doing that, Dad. You just need to pay attention better. I try to give score, count, outs, inning frequently.
Let's go, Thax. All you, baby.
San Antonio is winning.
Little bingo here, Thax.
Swing and a high pop-up. This time to the first base side. Axel Cox is running up towards it. He's looking for it. Spins away from him. Christian back. Christian Thaxton gets to the base just in time before the ball can be picked up off the ground. It is a tie game here in Tulsa. 14-14 with Joe McCormick stepping up to the plate.
Now, I thought that was a slightly late base. Fortunately, it did not hurt us. Believe it or not, that's only 15 people making all that energy and noise.
All right, so they're bringing in one of their starters
Come on, Joe Mac.
from the other day who was not in the lineup here. We are bottom four, tie game, 14-14,
brand new
2
ball
outs
game.
with Joe McCormick at the plate. The Renegades have done a phenomenal job coming back here. They were down
6-run inning.
14-8 coming into the bottom of the fourth. And clearly San Antonio did not think that this would be as close of a game as they've held out some of their, at least one of their starters for a while.
Let's go, quack, quack, Mac.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, lightly hit towards their shorty. Richie Flores gets it up easily for the out to end the inning.
Great inning,
And we go to the
Renegades!
fifth, tied up 14-14.
Come on, guys, come on, guys, come on, guys.
Aaron, 14-14?
Yes.
Yeah. Just confirmed with our official scorekeeper, Don. It is tied 14-14.
Let's go, Renegades!
We're winning this. We're going to the champion tomorrow, baby.
We're going to a chip.
Randy, you were right. Actually, you were wrong. You said we needed 3 to 4. We got 6 for you there, buddy.
Green Monster, who wants it? They're getting set right.
No, they're just ignoring you, Larry.
I did. I said Green Monster and who was it?
It's like almost 9 o'clock. It's past my bedtime.
Guy just doesn't say what's happening again.
Yeah? What's up? What's up?
So,
Oh, back roll.
I have to get like a super breath.
all right.
Thanks, sir.
We enter the 5th inning. Effectively a 2-inning baseball game with a chance to make it to the championship game tomorrow. Top 5, 14-14.
It is so late. It is almost 9 o'clock.
I believe it is number 7, David Smith at the plate. It is late here. It is 8:48 Central Time. We left the hotels this morning at 6:40. Swinging a high fly ball. That's really deep. Christian Thaxton's backpedaling. It finds the gap. He gets down on the ground, bounces over him. He's not going to be able to get it. That's a run.
I was tagged.
an absolute moonshot.
Absolutely tanked.
No chance defensively to get that. That gives San Antonio the lead here, 15-14.
Now they've had a number of hits like that today, and I think one of the things that we're showing is that we have confidence in our bats as well. So we're shrugging these off and knowing we can make comebacks, and we're getting to the spot.
Yep. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate the support. Mama. Rob Weissman's had enough comments from his mom throughout the broadcast.
Mama, there goes that man. We are growing delirious here in I think it's hour 14 of our day at the fields here.
Yeah.
We're here at 7:30, right?
Yeah. Although we did spend an hour at Burger King during the rain delay.
Tell me all about that. We'll skip over the Chris sandwich.
Jamie.
Hi.
Swing and a miss, strike one. At bat is number 4, Aaron Almanza.
I think wrong way put him out last at bat on a really good play.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base line. Wrong leg gets down. It's past him. Christian's on the ground. Into his body. He picks it up. But, he bobbled it for a half second. Couldn't maintain possession. Yes. And in that half second, Almanza was able to reach the base to give San Antonio a 2-run lead here with no outs in the top of the 5th.
Yeah.
Let's go, D. Lock
to
it
the
down.
ear.
Lock it down.
Hey, they said he bobbled it also.
To the ear. You heard Christian say up before the base got knocked over.
That's brutal. That's a tough one.
Yep.
It's only the fourth. Top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5. 16-14, San Antonio.
Let's assess
At the
after
plate
this
is
one.
number 22, Axel Cox. I feel like we're the one truthful team when it comes to stuff like that. The one that got me was the Tyler game yesterday when the pitcher got hit and blatantly said he did not. Because somehow missed that. Swinging a high fly ball kind of into the middle of the defense. It takes a high bounce. Sean Devonish is on it. Can't pick it up. He had his hand on it but fumbled around for it on the ground and couldn't pick it up in time. And that gives San Antonio a 3-run lead here with no outs in the top of the 5th, 17-14. Coming to the plate now is number 27, Lupe Perez.
Hey, you lined it up well, Sean. Good work.
Foul ball, strike one. That breeze does feel quite nice after a long week in the sun.
It does.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Damn it. Yankees won, 4-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Justin goes to his left, just gets by him. Sean's on the ground. He's able to pick it up in time for the out. That makes one out here in the top of the 5th.
Wait for it. Good job.
San Antonio 17, Boston 14.
So Joe, for the blind audience, could you describe the team uniforms for San Antonio and Boston's uniforms?
Yeah, so Boston's uniforms are pretty simple. They're plain blue dry fit shirts that have the word Boston written on them, with the O as a beep baseball and a tricorn hat sitting on top of the baseball, and a softball bat going across the bottom that says Renegades on it. The Jets uniform is a little bit more involved. It's got a black torso with green stripes and sleeves, a green Jets across with a braille, which I believe is Jets. Beneath that, it says San Antonio right above the Jets, and it has a mini jet right on the kind of belly button area. And then they have their numbers and names on the back. Names, I believe, are both in print and braille. Swing and a miss, strike one.
We're worried about wrong ways away. Alright, so.
This catcher still has some lungs, huh?
Yeah.
Screaming.
A line drive up the middle. Just gets it past Sean Devenish. Christian Thaxton's running on it, but hit it with his hands, but couldn't quite get there. It was a really well hit ball. Tough to make any sort of play there. And that makes it 18-14 here. San Antonio in the lead with one out in the top of the fifth. I should also say hi to my Aunt Fran, Aunt Marilyn, and Uncle Tom, and Uncle Richard. Not sure who else is at the Cape with you all watching.
Eat 'em up!
There's a new guy, Ricky something.
Zika?
Yeah, he started yesterday.
All right.
Was that just yesterday when we played them?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that feels like forever ago.
36 hours ago.
Crazy. Just crazy.
At the plate is number 23, Ricky Rizzo. He was a starter yesterday
Hey,
for
be
San
ready,
Antonio. Swung and a miss on the first pitch.
Mac to your left, be ready.
Was put in as a defensive replacement last inning. Swinging a high fly ball to the right side of the field. Gets over Rob Dias' head. Joe McCormick's looking for it on the ground, but can't quite get there. Another run for San Antonio. Is that 19-14 now?
It is, yep,
With one out.
19-14, top five.
That's a challenge with playing a team like San Antonio who can hit like this. They put a lot of balls into play that are near impossible to make a defensive stop on. Can put up a big number on you quickly, and we're seeing that this inning.
But don't
As they
tune
did in the
away.
second or third inning, whatever that one was that they put up another big number on.
I think it was the third inning. They put up six runs, 6 or 8 runs.
You, Drew, and Sam and you to start stretching. I want the three of you to get back there and start stretching. You haven't been in a game since 10 o'clock this morning. Okay? Get back there and start stretching. When you lose your bag, I don't know.
Right below you, you were right there. You're to your left.
Swinging a hard line drive up the middle. Gets just past Sean. He gets into Christian's body. He picks it up off the ground in time for the out. What a great defensive play by Christian Thaxton, getting over to his left, getting on the ground on a hard call by, I believe that was Ace, the defensive caller. For the second out of the inning. That's a huge put out on a really well hit ball.
How many have they scored this game? 4, 5, 6?
5.
5?
Yeah.
All right.
That was number 7, David Smith, who's been hitting the ball really hard all game.
Crushing.
So good to get an out on him. Now up is number 4, Aaron Almanza.
He's been going to down the third base line. It seems like the last 2 or 3 at bats.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike
Here
two.
we go, D. It's coming out now.
Yep, and like listening to Dennis Eckersley, you'll occasionally find me challenging one of the pitchers on the team. Swinging a ground ball down the third baseline, just like Joe Q predicted. Just gets past Pijon, Christian Thackston's on the ground. It gets through his hands. Can't pick it up in time. He's ruled safe on the field, but Jamie Dickerson is challenging that the runner did not hit the base, he only hit the cord.
Sometimes if you go past the base, your foot can get caught in that cord.
He dragged the cord, but he said the base then fell over and hit him, so that's, I guess, the contact.
Yeah. For those who couldn't hear, umpire said that he did hit the cord, which knocked the base onto him, which does count as touching it.
That sucks.
That's too bad, because he did miss the base, and Thackston did get the ball up shortly thereafter.
I think 2006 at Chicago tournament, I overran the base, slid, pulled the cord, and the base did fall on me.
So that makes it 20-14.
Yep.
2 outs, top 5.
Another football score.
Yep. Well, we proved we can do that last inning, so let's do it again. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swinging a line drive to the left-hand side that bounces over Justin Proctor, just past Joe Buzon's legs. Christian's on the ground, picks it up in time for the out. Great play by Thackston.
2 putouts.
2 putouts this inning.
All right, bring it in.
And he gets the out. Phenomenal job by Christian Thackston, who's had a long day in the field. 20-14, San Antonio going to the bottom of the 5th.
Let's go, Renegades!
What's happening now is one of the coaches from the BCS Outlaws was yelling something towards the refs, the umps, and the umps gave him a warning. Not sure what he was yelling about. It sounded like someone said he dropped it, but I don't know.
There's always some drama.
Call stands after conference between the outfield ump and the home plate ump. And so we move to the bottom of the 5th.
Everybody's got an opinion, Joe.
Yep. I've got plenty of them.
Larry.
Joey, you're gonna bat third.
Help, Trey!
Wrong way.
Yeah, bro. Give me a minute.
Hey, Jay.
Give me a minute.
Go, thanks.
Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
You're the man, wrong way.
Wrong way, that's it.
You're great, 1-5. You're great, baby.
What up, big?
Joe Buzon is exasperated behind the bench here.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going to get replaced. It sounds like his injury may have flared up, or he may have caused another injury, and you know how hard that is when you've been playing, and, you get hurt and you have to be taken out and you don't want to. But I mean, it's tough to swallow sometimes.
Yeah, he's not happy about it.
No.
We have Larry Hale leading us off here in the bottom of the 5th. Boston is down 20-14.
Sometimes this
Nick
tournament
Beagle says, "Hey Q."
Yes.
He said, "No minute, it is time."
So sometimes the tournament becomes a battle of attrition.
Yeah. Swinging a ground ball for Larry Hale down the first baseline. Gets past the first guy. He does a great job diving for it, but hits it away with his hands, and Larry Hale is safe.
Come on, boys! Come on!
Good hustle by Larry Hale and a good opposite field poke by him to make it a 5-run game.
Fire burning on the base paths.
Whoa! You all right, Ronald?
the last run, my calf pulled.
Again?
And if I run one more time, there's a possible chance. And if they can fight it out, I want to save myself for tomorrow.
Yep.
There may be a chance this thing's going to pull if I run.
Okay. Yeah, don't do that.
Great game, wrong way. Great defense.
Yeah, good hustle out there.
You were over there at the regional. Remember that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, no use doing that again.
Yeah.
We don't need to go out and get you crutches.
Oh, God.
You should get some ice on it.
I need a more. I don't know what to say.
At bat now is Sean
I want you guys
Devenish.
to win it out. Let's win it. That's what I want.
What's he today?
Devenish is 3 for 4.
3 for 4 on the day. On the game. Swinging a high fly ball. He clobbered that down the third base line. Their third baseman's actually on it. He kicks it into his hands and is able to make an incredible play on it. Wow.
Nice hit, Sean. It was real close.
Unreal play.
Can't do anything about
Sean
that,
hit
Sean.
that real far.
You're savage.
Unfortunately, he hit that near the deep third baseman, who's able to take a few steps over and get in the way, kick it right up into his hands.
That's brutal.
That could be a momentum changing play. I hope it isn't.
Yeah.
A little extra effort could get you a star.
You cranked that.
Hey,
Good
nice
work.
hit, Sean.
What are you doing to make that play, right?
Wrong way. Guy says he loves you. Says he misses you too, guy.
You're a warrior, wrong way.
That's tough. So what is it?
Give me up!
Hell yeah!
Gina checking in.
Rob Dias steps into the box. Boston is down 20-15 here in the bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good swing, Rob. Not in the bucket, though.
1 out, Jamie.
1 out.
Okay.
There's a bunch on the bench. Look for hot tub.
Swing and a miss.
Almost,
Strike
Rob.
2.
Home Rob!
Swinging a foul. I don't
Way
even know
to
if that
use
his
your hands.
hands. That might have been his forearms that hit the ball.
Rob Dias is a very low swinger, correct?
Yes.
Let's go, 1-8.
Foul, staying
Almost,
alive.
Rob. You're all over it, baby.
Still 3 strikes here with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth.
Come on, Rob!
1 out.
Swing and a miss, strike 4.
It's all right, Rob.
That's the second out of the inning.
Pick him up! Come on!
Coming to bat now is
Go, Joe Yee!
a sub in the game.
Come on,
Joe
Yee!
Yee is stepping in for
Ha!
that for Rob. Joe Yee's on.
Aw.
This is Joe Yee's first at bat of the game, and first since this morning's game against the Indy Edge.
And Joe's one of the older guys on the team, but in great shape. Does some kickboxing in the off season.
Cross country skiing.
Yep.
Or actual skiing, downhill skiing.
Yep. And skeet shooting. Or biathlon, whatever what the differences are, but pretty active guy.
Yep.
Almost,
Foul.
Joe Yee.
Strike 1.
You're right there, 30. Laser pointer.
Swinging a foul.
Almost,
strike two.
Joe. Hit it! Fair!
Come on, Yee.
Because we
Care.
There you go, Joe Yee. Ah,
Swing and a miss.
that was the one. You
Strike
know
three.
it. You know it. You can correct it.
You got this, Joey. Come on.
Come on, Yee.
He's on his back heels. His swing plane went way up on that one. He knows how to correct it though.
He fell backwards on
Yeah,
it.
his balance is all up.
Here we go, 3-0.
Swinging a hard ground ball to the right hand side. Gets over the shorty side. Running towards it. Gets past the third baseman's feet. And Joe Yee is safe! Making it 20 to 16, a 4-run game.
Just like that.
2 outs here.
Just like that. When I move, you move.
Bottom 5.
That's huge to come off the bench.
Hell yeah. Hey, Christian. Swing at that.
Great job by
Great job,
Joe
Joe
Yee.
Yee.
Off the bench, getting us a run there. And getting us back to Christian Thaxton at the top of the lineup.
Big run right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was what, G5?
Yep.
Is it 2 down?
2 down. Swinging a foul ball.
Fair.
Is Kevin no longer spotting? Or is he still out there?
Kevin is no longer spotting. Yeah, 2016.
My paper's starting to get dewy.
Let's go, 2.
Strike here.
Let's go, 2.
Swinging
Hey,
a
Rob.
foul.
Hey, Chris.
Strike 2. Swinging a high fly ball. That seems to have found the gap just to the right of their deep outfielder, off his face. He doesn't have to off the ground. Oh, that's very close play. Christian Thaxton is called out.
All right, D. Come on, get out there.
That outfielder did a good job of finding it
Last inning. Let's
and getting it off the ground quickly. Real bang bang play. Not sure I agree with the call, but
No conference? It's
no
a very
conference.
definitive
Yeah.
call.
Come on, guys. On me.
I thought he had it trapped on the ground when Thax hit the bag, but not my call to make.
Forward.
20 to 16.
Back, you're done.
What? Nah.
So, sorry, there's a little confusion on the bench here. That ends the inning. It's 20-16. San Antonio's in the lead. We enter the top of the 6th here. 4-run game. At stake is a spot in the championship game tomorrow against the Indy Thunder.
So the Indy Thunder are going for their four-peat. They won their first championship in this recent round against us in 2016.
Ready to go? Yeah. Today?
Not at all today.
You ready?
Who is it? Sanchez?
Yeah, if we get Sanchez in. Okay. If you want to throw to Gina, we'll throw to Gina.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay?
No.
So if you hear our defense calling out a letter and spelling out the word Boston, it's a way for each player to know where their teammates are standing, where their defensive alignment is.
The only reason he stumbled out of the box, he wasn't as quick down the line.
We call it a sound off.
Swinging a high pop-up down the third base side. Justin Proctor's running in, listening for it on the ground. Picks it up. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. He had his hands under it. That was not against his body. He had it away from his body. Are you going to confer with the ump?
Tell them we got video.
That's a very questionable call. They ruled that Justin Proctor did not have the ball away from his body. And the runner, Lupe Perez, is ruled safe. The home plate ump is going to talk with the third base ump.
How high?
There have been way too many of these calls.
How high did that ball
Call
get
stands. The ball was pretty high in the air.
Yeah.
Call stands. Still disagree. I think that's the wrong call on that one. So that makes it 21-16. San Antonio, no outs here, top 6. Swinging at another high pop-up. Almost same spot. This one looks like it's going to go foul, and it does.
It was at least 4 seconds in the air.
Yeah.
I was counting.
Making it near impossible to make any play on.
Back, second, 2, 3, 4.
So the bases are 100 feet away, and most really good hitters are getting in there in the 5-point-something second range. So that ball is hanging in the air for 4 seconds. They've got a great shot of scoring before the fielder can really track that ball once it hits the ground.
Swing another high pop-up. That one looks like it just landed just past Rob Dias. He's on the ground, picked it up, not in time.
That guy was fast, too.
Yeah, Rob Dias did a great job of tracking that as it was in the air. Picked it up really quickly as soon as it hit the ground. Unfortunately, not quickly enough. Now it's 22-16, San Antonio. No outs here, top 6.
Did Rob have to turn his back to the plate to track that?
No,
No.
it landed behind him when he was facing home plate. That was number 20, Zach Arambula. Up now is number 23, Ricky Ruzicka. Foul, strike one.
Hey, this is the one that went in the 4 zone right side last time, right? Here we go.
Swing and a miss, strike
same
two.
Thing. Same thing.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Sean Devenis dives, gets past Rob Dias. Daxon's on the ground looking for it. And that's another run for San Antonio. (23-16).
It's interesting. Kevin was not happy with that pitch.
That's 6 zone, Sean. You got trusted. All right, good effort.
It's over in that 6 zone twice in the same exact way.
Yeah. It's been a long day for the guys out there. You can tell
Sure
that
has.
they're
Can't
definitely
fault them at all.
definitely exhausted, both physically and mentally. It's a little inside joke with the wrong way here. I'm feeling it. It's 9:21 here, and frankly, past my bedtime this week. Swing and a miss, strike one.
14 hours today. 14 fucking hours.
Shelford Canton Jr. says, I wonder who's. Swinging a ground ball to the third base side. Hits Justin Proctor in the feet. He picks it up easily.
20
picks up
JCP!
for the out. That's one out here. Get out David Smith on that, which brings up number 4, Aaron Almanza. Shelford Canton says, I wonder if there's such a thing as beep golf or beep basketball.
I have seen where the hoop has a beeping sound. The ball itself does not beep, but I'm not aware of a competitive basketball league for blind people. There is blind golf, but they don't use beeping holes. They have a spotter or a coach who will line them up with their shot, give them the distance, and set them up of where they're going to be teeing off of.
There was some discussion recently, just jokingly, about doing a Renegades driving range fundraiser.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's go right up the gut.
Strike
Here
one
we go.
here. One out. Top 6. 22-16. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
He's been going exclusively left side.
Swinging a ground ball short to the left side. Justin's in on it. Oh, it rolls just past him, and he's safe.
That is an unbelievably routine ball.
Yeah.
Has to be passed.
That is one of the balls that they don't typically make mistakes on, that we can't afford to let too many happen.
Let's go, Renegades!
23-16.
Come on, defense, let's go!
Come on!
Stay with it!
Was that a short call?
No, that shouldn't have. He used his ears to go in, but he ran in too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a normal call. I think he said a 3.
5.
Oh, he said 5.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, so that's the right call.
Yeah. I mean, a 4 might have done it too. But...
Yep.
Is that 23 or 24?
23, I believe. Axel Cox with a ground ball down the third baseline. That's ruled fair. Joe McCormick just overruns it. And he's safe. Now it's 24-16.
No, was it 25?
24.
Aaron, 24? 25. 25-16. Miscounted. Apologies about that. We got past the 10 toes plus 10 fingers, and that's where I start to lose track.
They're coming fast and furious. Hard to keep up.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 to number 27, Lupe Perez.
Hey, listen. You guys don't notice, I'm gonna let you know now. Jimmy's moving. Alright? So, I'm gonna get him in. You guys will give some love to basketball.
Swinging a hard ground ball to the third base side. Hits off of Justin Proctor. He's on the ground tracking it. Picks it up in time for the out. That's a second out here in the top of the 6th. 25-16.
Hey, Justin!
You got 2. How many you need?
This brings up number 20, Zach Arambula.
Oh, we only need 1?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Highland, it's 25-16. San Antonio's in the lead. Swing and a foul.
Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Doing your thunder?
It might be thunder, actually.
Or fireworks?
Yeah, that's fireworks.
Fireworks going off in the background. We were worried it was thunder and would cause any sort of delay. Swinging a line drive to the right-hand side of the field. Bounces over Joe Yee's head, and that's rolling all the way to the bleachers. No real chance to make a play on that. That makes it 26-16 here, top of the 6th. Yeah, now it's 26-16, Linda. 2 outs,
Now
top
it
6.
seems like the game is getting away.
Yep.
But it's a lot closer than this as scores indicate.
Yeah.
We pushed them.
Yeah, they did not expect this type of game, especially after almost beating the Indy Thunder to get the bid into the championship game. And after Mercy ruling us yesterday morning. The Renegades really fought hard today, all 3 games, to end up where they are. They easily could have ended up in 6th place, but if the score holds, they'll end up in 3rd.
Mental toughness has been our mantra, and I think we've shown that.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. At plate number 23, Ricky Rizika. Yeah, we'll get one more at bat.
Dias.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swing and a pop up. Foul. 3 strikes.
I think probably since the second inning, I don't think Kevin struck out anyone that I can recall in the latter.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, that's what happens when you have one of the best pitchers in the league. He's been doing it for a while. Strike 4.
There you go.
And that ends the inning.
Come on, guys, let's go. Bring
Go
it in.
Renegades!
Right here, right here. Come on, guys. Right here. Oh, right here.
Randy Line says, great performance by the Renegades for sure, considering you guys knocked out 2 all-star teams to get to this game. Been very fun with being with you guys all day. Can't wait to see more soon. 26-16.
It's not that different, but yeah, it is different. Yeah, because we yeah.
Mac.
No. Brian, that was on.
Yep. All right, we have a few substitutions here. Leading off for the Renegades in the bottom 6 will be Drew Crook.
You gonna rock it, Drew.
Electric Avenue, so you can hit it harder. Yabba dabba!
Thanks, Joyce. I appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun being on the live stream all week. Fortunately, it looks like this will be the last half inning for us.
So Drew's a rookie this year, and he's got a lot of power.
He does. He can put a charge into it.
He's from New Hampshire.
Manchester.
Makes the trek in all the way to Watertown twice a week to practice.
Let's go, Drew. I heard that swing. Let's go.
Here we go, Drew.
Let's go, Drew. Settle it in. Let it come to you.
From D Black. Come on, boys. Big inning.
Send it, Drew.
Nice swing, Drew.
Strike 1.
Looks real good, 4-7.
Do it up.
Thanks, Shane. Appreciate that. Swinging a hard ground ball down the third base side. Drew's running it out. Gets past the first level of the defense. He's fumbling around on the ground for it. Can't seem to collect it. Drew's at the base, and he's safe! Drew scores a run in a pinch hit situation. Awesome job.
Good stuff.
Where you at? Ron, way to hook him up.
Awesome job by Drew Crook to hustle that one out.
Look, is he hurt? Yep. Knock the wind out of himself? Or?
Can't tell.
Was it Sanchez?
Yeah, Ken. Now we got pinch hitting for Larry Hale, David Sanchez, and we also have pinch pitching in for Ron Cochran, Jamie Dickerson. Hey guys. Live stream. Get out of my way. Swinging a ground ball down the third base side. Sanchez is out the box quick. Gets towards the shorty. He picks it up, unfortunately, just before Sanchez can reach the base for an out. That's one out here.
Underlay, mama, yeah.
In the bottom of the 6th.
Come on, Louie.
Let's go, Soats.
Stepping into bat now, number 27, Luis Soto, aka Senor Soto. He's had himself a good tournament here, looking to cap it off with a run.
Yeah, he's a pretty consistent hitter, and his defense has improved a lot this year. At the regional tournaments, he made some putouts. Looks good at Rover.
Swinging a foul.
Hit it! Let's go, Luis.
You go, James.
Let's go, Jamie.
Swinging a hard ground ball towards the left shorty. Gets just past him. Soto's running hard to the base. Running hard. And unfortunately, he missed the base, but gets put out by the third baseman.
Good hit, Soto. Who's up? Say it, Rob. Say it.
And that calling card, hopefully Jess is still on the live stream, is for the heart and soul of the team, Rob Thayer, aka Hot Tub.
We might lead the league in hoarse voices.
Hot
And-
Tub!
White tag.
There you go, Ron. What's up, baby? Let go.
Rob Thayer's a guy who's put in a lot of work throughout the season, year in, year out.
He has a
Really important to this team.
2-hour commute to practice. They're 4 hours total travel time at least. To
Hailing
get
from
to practice.
Brockton.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, strike one. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
69.
White tiger? That's just too much. I can't get over that.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Come on, Hot Tube.
Hunt up.
Hot Tube. Tube it up, kid. Tube it up.
He's right here. Joe Mug, he's behind here. No.
Swinging a line drive right up the middle. Kind of into no man's land. Axel Cox is on the ground looking for it. Rob Thayer's looking to get to the base and can't get there in time. Just a half step too short. And that, unfortunately, will end it here from Tulsa. Thank you, everyone, for watching the live stream. Will do. With that, the Renegades' run is over. They finish in 3rd place. Truly remarkable performance here from the team. They really gutted it out throughout the course of the week, especially today with 3 big games against the Indy Age, Bayou City Heat, and now San Antonio. We'll be signing off, but thanks for everyone for joining in. We really appreciate all your support back home. Jamie Dickerson says goodbye. See you all soon.